so never let it be known that I am not willing to admit when I've made a mistake, completely neglected the fact that the Schalke game is actually our fiercest local rivals. So, instead of playing Liverpool and Bayern Munich, we're going to bin off the Munich game for this episode. We've already played them once this season, you've already seen that game. So, today we're going to go with Schalke first, and then we're going to go to the Champions League tie against Liverpool at Anfield. Sounds like a plan? I think so. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Stubo FM. I'm Stubo. Thank you very much for joining me on whatever day this is you're watching. I was treating it like as if it was a stream then. I don't know what day you're watching this, but hopefully whatever day it is, it's a good one. So, as I said in the intro, bit of a boo-boo from me in the last episode. I said, let's do Liverpool and Bayern Munich because they're the two biggest games we've got coming up. Completely neglecting the fact we've got a game against Schalke. So, we're going to play against Schalke instead of the Bayern Munich game, so we won't get as far into the calendar as I wanted to, but it's fine. We'll sort that out later. So, we're going to get straight into the episode this time around, and this is the team that we are going with. So, Berkey in goal, Meunier, Hummels, Zagadou and Guerreiro in the back line, Witsel and Emre Can in the midfield, Hazard, Royce and Depay as the attacking midfield three, and Erling Haaland up front. Haaland is scoring plenty of goals. There's a few being chipped in from the rest of the team as well. There's quite a few assists as well. In particular, our fullbacks are assist machines at the moment, and Marco Royce doing very well in that regard. So hopefully, we can go into this game against Schalke and absolutely batter them for bragging rights. That's the plan. Let's go. In fact, before we get any further than that, if you do enjoy this video and you are enjoying the series so far, please leave a like on the video and the previous videos as well. And please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content on FM21 and, more importantly, FM22, which is just around the corner. Right, enough of that nonsense, enough about me babbling on. Let's get to the game. Borussia Dortmund versus Schalke at Signal Iduna Park. Let's go. Okay, first really big derby of the season. We've got a pretty strong lineup. I don't actually think there's anyone out who would normally be completely in the team. So we can look forwards to hopefully just being able to batter them. They are currently 8th in the table. Have made a decent start. 2 wins from 4. We've obviously got a 100% record, hoping to maintain that today. But when it's a derby, it's never that simple, so we really need to be on top form today. 3 points is the most important thing. I know I've been a little bit moany about our defence so far, but honestly, as long as we can win the game, I don't care if we concede 7 goals. As long as we score 8, I'll be happy. So, we've not really started well to begin with. We gave the ball away straight away, but Guerreiro does get the ball back. Gets it back to Zagadou, who's going to pass it to Witsel. Witsel hopefully going to get it forward. Gets it to Meunier, who just gets past his man. Royce, Haaland, Hazard. Is it going to be a goal? Yes, it is. 1-0. Torgan Hazard, the better of the Hazards in my opinion. Probably an unpopular one. Gets us 1-0 ahead in the big derby at Signal Iduna Park. Witsel starts to move off in the middle. Gets it to Meunier, who just beats his man. Gets it to Royce. Royce perfectly waits it to Haaland, who perfectly waits it to Torgan Hazard. And it's a lovely goal. I'm very pleased with that. I was debating whether to start Hazard or Brandt. I'm not regretting my decision now. Corner, almost immediately. Are we going to get 2? We are! It's Axel Witsel. Isn't that lovely? It's a corner from Guerreiro. Witsel makes a late run into the box. I don't think... We're definitely not set up to aim for someone making a late run into the box. So this is the first time I've ever seen it actually pay off. And I'm quite happy that I've got someone there. That's the first time I've ever knowingly witnessed it work, so I'm very happy I did that. Witsel gets his goal for us. 2-0 up. I can't really complain about that. Happy days. Royce gets it through to Haaland. Is it going to be 3? I think it is. It is. Erling Haaland already with his 12th goal of the season. I mean, I sounded a bit worried about the prospect of going up against a local rival, a fierce local rival that Schalke are. And we're just ripping them apart. And it's a glorious thing to see. It's a great finish from Haaland as well. Another player I've been very critical of, but I gotta tell you, he's proven me wrong. I was worried about his goal scoring because he wasn't, because he was only scoring a goal a game, and I've seen him do far more than that. He is doing far more than that. I didn't realise. I knew he was a broken player. We've just scored a 4th. I can't get a word in edgeways here. My goodness. This is insane. Haaland's Haaland's having a very good season. Let's leave it at that before I try and go on to another rant. But it's a great free kick from Guerrero and Zagadou, who I wasn't too sure whether to start him or Akanji. We've started Zagadou. Akanji's not even in the squad. We've got Luis Felipe on the bench. It's a great crossing. It's a great header. And it is 4-0. Lovely, lovely stuff. Munier going to look to get the ball over to someone. Oh, my God. That's a great pass. And Haaland's missed. I would have said Erling Haaland was guaranteed to score there, but he has put it wide. Probably, you know, let's take a little bit of pity on them. We're 4-0 up. We don't need to score every shot that we have. But then again, Ludwig, going to try and get something going for them, but can we get the ball off of them? Guerrero certainly going to try and stop him from getting a ball into the box. He doesn't manage it, though, and the shot is blocked by the defence. Hummels gets it out. We could have probably defended it a little bit better, but credit where it's due. We did defend it, and it is half-time. And we're 4-0 up. That has gone pretty nailed on to plan. And I couldn't be much happier with that whatsoever. Okay, start of the second half. No changes. There's no point making any changes. We're doing very, very well. Possession is quite split. I think we're just edging it at the moment. Right, Royce takes a corner. Doesn't really get it to anyone, but it's going to fall to Witsel, who's going to chase it. I would imagine he's going to try and return the ball as quickly as possible. He does. Gets it into Haaland. Haaland just flicks it on, and it just goes a little bit too high, a little bit too wide. But nice idea. Certainly not going to complain about that. This does drop Schalke down to 9th. We go top as it stands, but Bayern Munich have not played yet. So it will only be a temporary one. But the more goals we score, the more chance we have of making that our own position. Right, 70th minute, I think it's substitute o'clock. Marco Reus is looking a bit tired, so I think I'm going to do that suggested substitution. Marco Reus can come off, and we'll bring Gio Reyna on. Axel Witsel is tired as well, so what we're going to do is we're going to swap him around with... No, do you know what? We won't. We'll leave Emre Can there, we'll bring Witsel off, and we'll bring Dahoud on, and then Thomas Meunier is a bit tired as well. We'll bring Pijek on, because why not? We'll make all 3 substitutions now, and I think we've still got some COVID substitutions we can make, so hopefully these guys can come on and play well. And straight away, this happens in my Twitch save all the time. As soon as you make your... Wait, only 1 substitution went through. Oh, okay, it's not the end of the world then. Memphis Depay is injured, which is not ideal, but it's okay because Francisco Trincao can come on. Okay, we have got a free kick on the edge of the area. I assume it's going to be Guerrero to take. It is Guerrero to take, and Guerrero chips it over. And I thought he was going to bury that then. I would have loved to have seen a lovely free kick goal there. Play out this last 10 minutes. This game's gone by very quickly. I have switched it to key highlights just to try and keep things moving. So I think I did that in the last episode, to be fair. So hopefully this will be a bit of a snappier episode because I know all of them have been over 20 minutes so far. We nearly get a 5th, but not quite. Can Trincao keep it in? He can. Is he going to get it to someone? Bentaleb manages to intercept it. Now, Dahoud, Guerrero, highlight ends. Okay, fine. I'm content with 4. It's absolutely fine. We did a very, very, very professional job in the second half. We didn't let them get anything. We kept everything going. We had chances ourselves. 4-0 in the first half did the job. Got to be happy with that. Smashed our local rivals. Got to be very happy with that. Just a little bit of confirmation of what I was talking about. We are currently, as it stands, top of the Bundesliga. Saying that, I don't quite know. Have Bayern Munich played yet? They have not played yet. So when did they play? They will play on this day, I'm going to guess. They play Frankfurt, who are 3rd, so that's going to be a huge game. So if Bayern can slip up there, that'd be fantastic. Whether they will or not, I don't know. Let's face it, it's Bayern Munich. They probably won't. We've got the injury to Memphis Depay, which is 2 months. Oh, no. Why? Why? Seriously? Oh. Okay. That's a gut punch if I've ever had one, because he's played so well so far. 7 appearances, 5 goal contributions. That is annoying. That is very, very annoying. Yeah, we're a bit low on strikers at the moment. Torgan Hazard can play there, and he did score in the last game. So if we do need a backup striker, Torgan can do the job. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip ahead. We've got Inter next, but we're not going to bother about that one. I'm going to play that off camera. We're going to get that one through. We're going to get the Arminia Bielefeld? Arminia Bielefeld. The 17th place team in the Bundesliga. We're going to play them. And then we're going to play the Champions League game against Liverpool at Anfield. So, I'm going to do that off camera. And I'll see you just before the Liverpool game. Just coming back ever so slightly early. Just to confirm. Bayern Munich dropped points. They drew against Frankfurt 2-2, which means we're top of the table outright. Okay, so here we are at the Liverpool game in the Champions League. We have played 2 games since you were last with me. Those 2 games are one in the Champions League, which was a 1-1 draw with Inter, which was a bit of a nervy affair. We were on top for the entire game, but they scored a goal, which wasn't great, to be honest with you. Berkey is not convincing me that he is a good choice as goalkeeper at the moment. But Gio Reyna, in the 92nd minute, poked home I think it was a free kick. And we managed to get a point from that game, which it was at home, so I would have liked to have won that game. But again, it's against Inter Milan. We were worried about this group when we first got drawn. My face was a picture when we first got these teams. So as long as we can kind of repeat this result, a draw in the away leg, or even do better than that, honestly, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. But then we went and smashed Arminia Bielefeld. Arminia Bielefeld. I'll learn these names one day. But we smashed them. Gio Reyna again scoring 2 goals in this game for him. Torgan Hazard playing as our striker, scoring as well. And 2 goals from Emre Can, which is a rare sight, but he did very, very well. Got a bit of game time for Luis Felipe as well, so he's getting closer to full fitness. But enough of that nonsense. We're here, and we're against Liverpool. But this is the 11. We are going to play with the 4-1-4-1. It is the tactic that we used against Inter, and I'm a little bit worried that maybe it's not going to work as well as it has done for me in previous saves this year. Maybe it will. Maybe that was a one-off against Inter Milan. At the end of the day, we didn't lose the game, so we have to take it into context. But this is the 11. It's going to be Berkey in goal, Meunier, Hummels, Akanji, Guerrero, Emre Can, Torgan Hazard, Axel Witsel, Gio Reyna and Royce, and then Haaland up top. We did rest Haaland for the last game, as we did with Rafael Guerrero. So the team is relatively fresh. We've got a couple of guys in the middle who are maybe not as fresh as they could be. We have given Gio Reyna a start because he scored 3 goals in 2 games. One of those was against Inter Milan, so it kind of feels fair to give him a start ahead of everyone else. But that is our bench. As you can see, Jadon Sancho is fit again to be involved. Maximum of 75 minutes of action. If we feel like we need an option off the bench, he is there. So, without any further ado, let's get to the Liverpool game. Let's go. So this is a big game against Liverpool. I don't know how this is going to go. We've tried to set ourselves up in the best possible way to try and get at least a point from this game. I would take a draw happily. If we get a win, brilliant. If we don't, we're playing against one of the best teams in England who are in a better league than we are. I mean, some people might disagree with that, but to me the Premier League is far superior in quality than the Bundesliga. So we do have to take what we can get from this game. But it looks like Erling Haaland has different ideas. We lead at Anfield against Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. It's 1-0 to Dortmund. Let's take everything I said back. Some lovely little passing. Gio Reyna involved. Witsel gets it out to Guerrero. Guerrero, perfectly weighted ball through to Haaland. I feel like I say perfectly weighted very often. But that is a lovely, lovely goal. And I'm very, very happy. Apparently it was very, very close to being offside. Oh, Haaland times his run perfectly. Was his eyebrows not offside? I mean, you know, wouldn't be surprised if that was given at some point. But 1-0. Got to be happy with that. Lokomotiv Moscow are currently holding Inter to a draw, which would be great for us, I think, because we want to try and make sure that we're as close to Inter as possible. Haaland has just completely done Virgil there. Erling Haaland. I feel very silly for criticising him early on for only scoring a goal a game. It's a perfect counter-attack. Hazard gets the ball, lumps it forward. Haaland just does Virgil. Van Dijk just has an absolute mare there. It's the slightest of deflections from the defender. I don't know if that's Trent or Matip, but it is the slightest of deflections. It is still Haaland's goal. And as it stands, it's 2-0 to us at Anfield. It is a corner to Liverpool there. Virgil trying to make things right. He doesn't. Royce now with the ball. Is he going to try and find a teammate up ahead? No, he goes back to Guerrero. Now to Royce. Royce now, big ball over the top looking for Haaland. Haaland's not going to get there. Haaland has got there. Oh my God, he fluffs his lines. He could have had a first-half hat-trick. He doesn't. I mean, I'm not going to complain too much because we're 2 up at half-time, but we could be 3, and Erling Haaland is going to know he had a great chance there for a third. I have to say, what a first half that was. I did not expect to have gone 2-0 up at half-time, but this is Liverpool. They can mix things up. We cannot take anything for granted, but Erling Haaland just doesn't care. He's just gone past them as if they're not there at the moment. Now, can he hold the ball up for a teammate? Gets it to Hazard. Hazard with the shot, but Alisson Becker makes the save. It was a comfortable save for him. The shot was straight at him. He's going to lump it forward to Diogo Jota, who gets it down to Firmino. Firmino now, big ball over to Salah. Can we do something to stop him? We just deflect it. Guerrero just clears it out as well. Mo Salah's going to cross it in. Looking for Origi. What a header from Hummels that was to clear it out. Alexander-Arnold now looking to get the ball to someone. Robertson. Just going to keep running with it. I thought he was going to pass it then. He's biding his time. Torgan Hazard and Haaland doing the defensive work as well. I don't know how often you see that in real life. Right, Fabinho. Gets it to Trent. Trent Alexander-Arnold going to look to try and whip this ball in at some point. Can we stop him from doing it? No, he gets it to Thiago, who whips it in. Firmino's there, and it's just over. Right, we are going to do those substitutions before the goal kick. And we'll leave it at that for now. I think Axel Witsel will be the next player to come off. If not him, maybe Emre Can. But I think Emre's doing a decent enough job at the moment. So we'll go with those guys. And hopefully they can have an impact on the game in one way or another. Positive, obviously. It's a big ball out to Alexander-Arnold. They are putting us under some pressure here. It's out to Keita, but Witsel does so well. Gets it to Haaland, and can Haaland just turn and run at them? He is doing that. He's gone past one man. He's gone for the long shot. And I tell you what, Erling Haaland is a player in this game. Oh, I'm having fun using him. I'm not going to lie. He's one of the main reasons I chose to use this Dortmund team. Him and Marco Reus, they're two players I really wanted to use. Bellingham with the solid tackle there. They're two players I've not used, and I figured this is the only time I'm going to get to use Reus because he's not a player I would sign. He's in his 30s. He's towards the end of his career, or getting towards the end of his career. And both of them have delighted me. Alexander-Arnold, going to look to whip this in again. Can he? Oh, he's going to pass it. No, Shaqiri. Thiago whips it in. Origi's there. It's offside. It is offside. They are not going to have their goal counts unless something dramatic happens here, because it has happened before when this does get given. Has not been given. Henderson running down the right wing. Gets it into Firmino, but Hummels clears it as far as Thiago. Thiago now whips it out to Robertson. Robertson gets to Keita. Keita with a long shot. That would have been a lovely, lovely goal. He has got long shots in him. I've seen him in other saves. Absolute score some complete belters. I'm going to drop a little bit of praise. I mean, they deserve some praise after winning this 2-0, assuming we do win this 2-0. Haaland now. But it doesn't matter. The game is over. The referee was even running across the pitch. He was so excited because we have won 2-0 against Liverpool at Anfield. That's insane to me. Erling Haaland with a brace. Slight deflection. I think it was off. Well, it wasn't off Fabinho. I think it was off Jean Matip, possibly. Cannot be too disappointed with anything about that game. They are the best team in the group, and we have just beaten them. We did a job on them completely. But it was actually split in terms of shots, but they did outpossess us quite a bit, it has to be said. But yet another couple of goals for Haaland, a couple of key passes as well. If we have a look at Erling Haaland, how many goals has he scored so far this season? So, in 5 appearances in the Bundesliga, he scored 7 goals and got 3 assists. In total, in competitive games, he has scored 14 goals in 10 appearances for us. That is pretty impressive. But that was very successful. We played the game against Schalke, we won 4-0. Draw against Inter in the Champions League. We won against Arminia Bielefeld. I keep doing this. Bielefeld. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong anyway. We won against them is the point that I'm trying to make. And then we also obviously beat Liverpool 2-0 just now with a brace from Erling Haaland, which was delightful. We will be back next time, probably in the month of December. I might squeeze the Hertha Berlin or the Cologne game into the next episode, but predominantly I'm looking at the Inter game and then possibly either Stuttgart or Werder Bremen, but I'm also looking at Paderborn in the DFB Pokal, and I'm thinking maybe we should do the next cup game and make it a double cup special. That sounds fun to me. Double cup special in the next episode, maybe. Haven't fully decided. This episode will be out, I think, on Friday. Yeah, that sounds about right. So it will be out on Friday. I'll see you Friday. So, thank you very much for watching the episode. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like on the video. Please consider subscribing to the channel so you can see more Football Manager awesomeness from me. By awesomeness, I mean, that's probably subjective. But hopefully you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, and bye-bye for now.